But when according to society, seems like if the captain of the black family let the women tell it, if they're the most educated, they're the ones who's raising these kids by themselves and this, that, and the third, yada yada yada. It seems like you guys would be the captain of the boat, right? It seems like you guys. Hey, Cheris, how you doing? It seems like you guys would be the captain of the boat. But one thing that I did notice, when it's time for you guys to be appointed the captain of the boat, you would want only the praise. Like when your children go off to college or be some type of scholar or do something that made them very successful in life. You would say, Mama raised that. I did a good job. Great job as a single parent, single, independent, blah, blah, blah. Yay, 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 yay. But if that child turns out a failure, you would say it's the daddy's fault because he wasn't there. You would say it's the daddy's fault because he didn't give guidance. He didn't stick around. So it seems like when it comes to our women, they'd want more of the what's the word I said earlier? They want the authority without the responsibility. They want the authority without the responsibility. So when that ship goes down, like we all heard it, they'll say what? Women and children first, the men are last. And the captain got. Women and children first, the men are last. And the captain goes down with the ship. Right? But if the women and the children are first to get off the boat, how? Yo, this is about to get deep. How can you be the single and independent woman you claim to be when the first to jump off the boat from accountability would be the women and children? And you're given the responsibility of the man for not being there, which i.e. putting the onus and the responsibility of that man letting that ship sink because the captain of the boat sinks, which would tie that all in and saying, I guess the captain goes down with the boat, no matter if it was his fault or not. As long as the women and the children are safe. Watch this. As long as the women and the children are safe, they can tell whomever they want how about her husband, her boyfriend, her father, the kid's dad. They can tell whomever they want, whatever they want about the captain of the boat. And since they're non-existent, you can't act because they'll be unalive for going down with the boat, put away in a pine box, jail cell. And if he's not around to tell what happened, on why that ship sunk, then that leaves no accountability for the people who got off on the boat first. Because when shit gets rough, it saved the women and the children first. Damn the men. Let them go down with the ship. If that makes any sense. Let that man go down with the ship. So you even got laws. And we're talking about solution, right? We even got laws to hold men who's not even the child's father, biological father, even legal father, right? that's pushed towards men in saying somebody's going to take responsibility for this child. It doesn't matter if you're the father or not. It doesn't matter if you're the father or not. Somebody's going to take responsibility of this. So the black man, the man has always been on the hook. Whether he was in the house or not, somebody's ass had to pay for this. So the black man, the man has always been on the hook. Whether he was in the house or not, somebody's ass had to pay for it. Somebody's ass, it had to come out of somebody's ass, right? And which would alleviate all accountability on that woman being responsible on who she laid with. Right? Because if the laws are made for and it's swayed more towards our women and our children and not the men, it'll be more accountability, if you ask me, on that end. It should be. It should be. Because now look at the community, right? If we're saying that our women is the strong and independent, the backbone of the community, you guys are raising the next generation. If you were doing such a good job, why is it that there isn't a good representation of your good job out here?